Once upon a time, there was a poor woodcutter. He lived near a forest and worked hard every day. He cut trees and sold the wood to buy food. Though he was poor, he was very honest. One day, he went to the forest to cut wood. He found a tree near a river and started working. While cutting a branch, his axe slipped. It fell into the deep river. The woodcutter sat down and cried. "My axe is all I have," he said sadly. "Without it, I can't earn money or buy food." He prayed for help, hoping for a miracle. Suddenly, a shining angel appeared from the river. She asked, "Why are you crying, kind man?" He told her about the lost axe. The angel smiled and dove back into the water. She came up holding a golden axe. "Is this your axe?" she asked gently. The woodcutter looked at it and said, "No, that is not mine. My axe is old and iron." The angel smiled again and went back under. This time, she brought a silver axe. "Is this your axe?" she asked again. The woodcutter said, "No, that is not mine either." The angel disappeared one more time. She returned with an old iron axe. "Is this the one?" she asked. The woodcutter stood up happily. "Yes. That's mine." The angel was pleased with his honesty. She gave him all 3 axes, gold, silver, and iron. "You are a good man," she said kindly. "Honest people are always rewarded." The woodcutter thanked her with joy. He returned home with a happy heart. He never forgot that day in the forest. And he always stayed honest, no matter what. The woodcutter walked home with the 3 axes. People saw the golden and silver ones and were amazed. He told everyone how he got them. But he also told them the truth about being honest. His neighbors were surprised and happy for him. Some of them clapped and smiled. But one man named Ramesh felt jealous. He thought, why should he have so much now? Ramesh was also a woodcutter, but not honest. He wanted to get gold and silver too. So the next morning, he went to the same river. He threw his axe into the water on purpose. Then he sat down and cried loudly, "Oh no! My axe is gone!" he shouted. He waited and hoped the angel would come. Soon, the same angel rose from the river. She asked, "Why are you crying, dear man?" Ramesh quickly told her his fake story. "My axe slipped and fell into the water," he said. The angel nodded and went under the river. She came back with a golden axe in her hand. "Is this your axe?" she asked with a kind smile. Ramesh's eyes lit up. "Yes, yes. That's mine." He reached out quickly to take it. But the angel looked at him sadly. "You are lying," she said in a calm voice. "This is not your axe, and you know it." She took the golden axe and went back down. Ramesh waited, thinking she might return. But the angel did not come back. He lost his own axe and got nothing. He felt ashamed and walked home slowly. He met the honest woodcutter on the road. The honest man asked, "What happened to you?" Ramesh looked down and said, "I was greedy. I lied, and now I have nothing." The honest woodcutter nodded and smiled kindly. "Greed never brings true happiness," he said. "Being honest may be hard, but it's always right." Ramesh promised to change and be better. From that day, Ramesh worked with honesty. He earned less, but he slept peacefully. He learned that truth has great power. And he became a kinder man. The honest woodcutter continued his simple life. He used his old axe and helped others. People respected him and trusted his words. He never wanted more than what was right. Years passed, and the forest stayed green. The story of the 2 woodcutters spread. Children learned it in schools and at home. Everyone knew that honesty is a treasure. One day, a young boy came to the forest. He was the woodcutter's son, named Arjun. He watched his father chop wood with care. "Father," he asked, "why do you still use the old axe?" The woodcutter smiled at his son. "This axe helped me through hard times," he said. "It may not shine like gold or silver, but it is a gift from honesty." Arjun looked at the axe with respect. "It's just like you," he said proudly. "You are strong, simple, and true." The woodcutter laughed and hugged his son. As Arjun grew, he learned from his father. He worked hard and never lied. He helped old people carry wood home. Everyone in the village liked him. One evening, a traveler came to their village. He was tired and hungry. Many people closed their doors to him. But the woodcutter invited him in. The woodcutter gave him warm food and water. He also offered him a place to sleep. The traveler was surprised by this kindness. "Thank you," he said. "You are a good man." In the morning, the traveler gave him a coin. It was not an ordinary coin. It was old, heavy, and very shiny. "This is a lucky coin," he said. "Keep it." The woodcutter smiled and gave it back. "I cannot take money for kindness," he said. "Helping others is not for reward." The traveler smiled and nodded in respect. But later, he told the king about the woodcutter. He said, "This man is truly noble. He helped me without knowing who I was." The king wanted to meet the honest man. Soon, a royal messenger came to the forest. He found the woodcutter cutting wood. "The king wants to see you," he said. "He has heard of your honesty." The woodcutter was surprised and nervous. "I am just a poor man," he said. But the messenger smiled. "That's why he chose you. Please come with me to the palace." At the palace, the king welcomed him kindly. "You have shown true honesty and kindness," he said. "The kingdom needs more people like you." He offered him a new home and a good job. The woodcutter bowed and thanked the king. But he asked, "Can I stay near my forest? I love my home and the trees." The king agreed and gave him land nearby. The woodcutter and his family lived happily. He still used his old axe sometimes. He taught his son and others to be honest. And he reminded them, truth is the sharpest tool. People from far away came to hear his story. Even rich men sent their sons to learn from him. The forest became a place of wisdom. And the honest woodcutter became a legend. Years passed, and Arjun grew into a strong young man. He helped his father every day in the forest. He also taught the younger children in the village. Everyone said he was just like his honest father. One day, Arjun went deep into the woods. He was looking for strong branches to cut. As he walked, he heard a soft crying sound. He followed the sound to see who needed help. Behind a big tree, he saw a little girl. She was sitting alone, with tears on her face. "What's wrong?" Arjun asked gently. Looked up and said, "I'm lost." Arjun gave her some water from his bottle. "Don't worry," he said. "I'll take you home." But the girl shook her head sadly. "I don't know where my home is." Arjun thought for a moment, then smiled. "Let's go to the village," he said kindly. "There, we'll ask people if they know you." He took her hand, and they walked together. When they reached the village, people gathered around. They asked the girl many questions. At last, an old woman stepped forward. "This is my granddaughter," she cried. The woman hugged the little girl tightly. She had been searching for her all day. "You are a good boy," she told Arjun. "I will never forget what you did." She offered him coins and food as thanks, but Arjun smiled and said, "No need. I only did what was right." The villagers nodded and praised his kindness. That night, the old woodcutter was proud. "My son," he said, "you have a good heart. You've learned not just to speak the truth, but also to act with love and care." Soon, the king heard about Arjun too. He remembered the honest woodcutter well. He sent another message to the forest. This time, it was for both father and son. The king called them to the palace again. He said, "The land needs men like you. You teach others not just with words, but with your honest and kind lives." He offered Arjun a special job in the city. "You will help settle fights fairly," the king said. "People will trust you to speak the truth." Arjun bowed deeply and accepted with joy. But he said, "I will return to the forest often. I must never forget where I came from." The king agreed and gave him a house nearby. Now Arjun worked for the people and for peace. Every week, Arjun visited the forest and his father. They walked together, remembering the past. The old axe still hung by the door. It reminded them that honesty had shaped their lives. Children came to listen to their stories. The woodcutter told them about the angel and the river. Arjun spoke about helping others with no reward. The village became full of kind and honest people. Many years later, when the old woodcutter passed away, the whole village came to say goodbye. They lit candles and shared stories of his life. Everyone remembered him as the man of truth. Arjun stood before the people and said, "My father had nothing, yet gave everything. He showed us that honesty is not weakness, it is the greatest strength of all."